Well, hey kids, how's everybody out there in YouTube land this evening, huh? Anyhow, what's everything here on the good ship Lily 2 is just awesome, fine, and dandy. Me and Miss Lily had a great day today, actually. Had a really great day today. Just had a lot of fun. We are still here in Atlantic City. We have not gone very far today, actually. We've been across the canal and back. That's about it, across the channel and back. That's about as far as we got today by boat, but we did drive around the neighborhood a little bit, and so that was great. So, Peaceful Don Boo, why are you booing me, Don? Man, that wasn't very nice of you. Jeez, brother. I thought better of you than that, Don. Anyhow, it is what it is, I guess. Hey, Armco84, how you doing, man? Good to see you here. Huh. Peaceful Don. Yay! Okay. Boo and yay. Okay, I think Don's in a mood this evening, guys. Hey, 12 degrees, what's up, man? I'm gonna call you a little guy. You call me big guy, I'm gonna call you a little guy, little man. Hey, Johnny Hag, good evening. How are you? Boo like hello. Boo like hello. I've not heard that before, but okay, Don. Boo to you too, then, man. Oh man, it's not Halloween yet, is it? Am I missing something? Are we're supposed to be out in the pumpkin patch with Halloween stuff going on already? Is it the great pumpkin time already? I'll tell you what, it's getting there, isn't it? I mean, we're rolling down the end of September now. Today's the 21st of September, getting ready to start going into October, so it's not that far away. 30 days away, it'll be Halloween-y time. We'll be all watching Charlie Brown and the Great Pumpkin and enjoying those stories once again. What is it, some 40 years later, 30 years later that Charles Schulz did that? Amazing stuff, amazing stuff. So anyhow, kids, no, we had an absolutely awesome day today. If you've been following my videos throughout the day today, you'll see that we had a great day. Had a great morning here on the boat. Got up, got some projects done, looked at the weather. Is the weather getting colder? Yes and no. It wasn't very bad today. I understand Sunday we're looking for a high of 69. So it's going to be long pants and long sleeve shirt on. But the weather was not conducive to sailing today. Small craft advisories are in effect as we speak right now. Wind is blowing a hoolie out there out in the bay. In fact, it hit 16 to 20 miles an hour coming through here where I'm at in this very protected harbor. So we're getting blown around pretty good. In fact, I am monitoring, you know, talking to you guys on one side and monitoring the I don't know if you can see it. There you go. The anchor alarm on the other side. My boat is going back and forth in a very little narrow spot. She's not moving very much, but just sort of wiggling back and forth there in that same spot in a little tight pattern, which I like to see. I prefer she'd stay a bit more steady, but if she wants to sail back and forth, that's okay. I did make a major change in my anchoring system today. A very interesting change in my anchoring system today. Let me tell you what I did. I took I don't know if you guys know what, when you troll fishing lines behind a boat, you can use something called a downrigger. I don't know if you guys are familiar with what a downrigger is. But what a downrigger is you take this very heavy cast iron ball, or some of them are made of lead, some of them are cast iron. This particular one, I believe, is lead, actually, or cast iron. I don't know. One of those two. Anyhow, I believe it weighs about 8 pounds. And I connected that to, yes, it was an awesome day, Miss Shar. Yes, it was. I'll get to that here in just a minute. I connected that to 20 feet of chain that was sent to me by Cliff up in Alaska. It's the chain that he sent me to figure out the size of the chain I need to buy so I can have enough chain to add to the Gypsy. Anyhow, I took that 20 feet of chain, and it's fairly light chain. It's not as heavy as what I have on the anchor right now. But I took that 20 feet of chain, I attached it to that 8-pound downrigger ball, and I used a shackle on the end of that to allow it to go, you know, through the anchor line. So the anchor line, it would hold on to the anchor line, wrap around the anchor line, secure to the anchor line, but the anchor line could feed up and down through the shackle. And so what I did then is I lowered that 8-pound ball with the 20 feet of chain off of the bow, keeping one end tied on about a 5-foot piece of line tied to the bow, so that the entirety of the 20-foot length of chain is in the water with the 8-pound ball on the end of it, holding my anchor line on the bottom. Okay, I'm in 16 feet of water. I would say, looking at the angle of my anchor rope in the water right now, that lead ball is probably around 8 to 10 feet underwater at the moment. And what that does is it changes the scope of the pull on my anchor. So rather than pull my anchor up as you would with a short scope, which would tend to have it break free of the bottom and drag, what that did is it changed that angle. So now it's going to dig more in and not come up. And so what I think what I'm doing, you know, when you anchor, you want to have, you know, a 7-to-1 scope is what's recommended. So if you're in 10 feet of water, you want 70 feet of line. But keep in mind, when you're in 10 feet of water, that's the water depth. Then you have to add to that the freeboard of your boat. And in my case, it's about 4 feet. So I went ahead and anchored today in 16 feet of water, plus the 4 feet that the line comes up to the cleat on the boat. So 20 feet total. 20 feet at a 7-to-1 purchase is 140 feet of line. And I let out 140 feet of line, so I would have that 7-to-1 purchase. But now, in addition to that, I've added that 8-pound ball plus 20 feet of chain, which probably weighed another, say, 8 to 10 pounds. Although some of that's being held by the rope on the bow. And I added all that weight at the very beginning of the line. So now, instead of my line having this sort of an angle pulling on the anchor this way, now I have a much better scope angle, and it should really magnify the effectiveness of my anchor. I'm hoping that's how it works. Now, under a real severe pull, that anchor line will pull up and it will lift that 8-pound weight. But even at that 8-pound weight is increasing the angle of the line, so it should make my anchoring much more effective and much less likely to drag. So anyhow, that's a new technique that I am working with, trying to improve on my anchoring capability, and we'll see how it's going to work. But I can tell you right now, my boat's rocking and rolling right here. I'll aim the camera out the window. You can see how windy it is. Look at my towel flapping around out there. Though it's wind is howling outside right now, and well, hopefully the anchor is going to hold. So if it does not hold, if I anchored at 16 feet of water, the wind angle is going to drag me completely across this harbor. I'm actually in the deepest part. My anchor is in the deepest part of the harbor. So as I'm dragging across this harbor towards shore, I will go from 16 feet up to 12 feet up to 6 feet. So somewhere in through that change in elevation, it should be able to reset and re-grab on something. So anyhow, we're gonna have a good test this evening, because it's blowing pretty good outside right now, and we're supposed to have some gust up to 25, maybe 30 tonight and tomorrow. Which means, guess what? I ain't going anywhere tomorrow either. When you get a big wind like this, a big blow coming in like this, it takes a while for the waves out in the ocean to settle down. And it's those waves settling down that I'm looking forward to in the future before I go put my boat out there, because I don't want to be getting the crap knocked out of me. So with that said, let me jump back into the chat, because a bunch of stuff went by while I was doing all that, and we'll talk to you about all the fun we had today. Did Mike Myers hijack Carl's boat? No. Or Dr. Evil. Yeah, you like that, huh? Awesome day today. West, Miss Shar, we had an awesome day today, didn't we? It was great having to meet and greet. Had such fun having lunch, walking the beach, going out for ice cream, going provisioning, walking Miss Lily. Yes, we had absolute fun, and we did all those things and more. It was just awesome, Miss Shar. I really enjoyed meeting you and your husband, Dave. It was a true pleasure and my honor to be able to spend some time with you guys. And I really appreciate everything you did for me today. So there you go. Miss Shar, a delight seeing you and hubby. Yes, Don, they were awesome folks today. Like a running sinker. Yes, sort of like a running sinker. Exactly 12 degrees. Good stuff, Artie the Anchor. Yeah, I thought so. It was fun being seen. LOL, first time on YouTube for us. Yeah, we had. If you guys watched today, there were quite a few videos and a bunch of photos that I put up. In fact, Miss Shar, if you check out my Facebook page, I put that picture of you and Lily up on my Facebook page. You guys might want to check that out. Miss Shar took a funny picture today that is kind of like looking at Miss Lily. The camera angle is like looking up her nose. So all you see is the nose and the fur on her lip, and then Miss Shar's face in behind that. You wouldn't tell it's Miss Lily, but it's a funny picture. I got a kick out of it when I saw it, so I posted it up on my Facebook page today. So it flattens the catenary. Okay, is that what you call that angle, the catenary? Okay, so it flattens the catenary. Yep, it should work, James. I think so. Hello, Mary Kay. Miss Shar, you were an angel to play with Lily today. Clint, a lot of you guys don't see it. A lot of you guys don't see Miss Lily gets to shore. I don't show every time I take the dog on shore, guys. In fact, it was Miss Shar's idea that we really needed to show that so people would relax a little bit about it. She will tell you that Miss Lily, well, I'll let her tell you, but Miss Lily has a lot of fun going to town, and she had a lot of fun on the beach. But she'll also tell you that Miss Lily doesn't like to get very far from me. She likes to stay right up close to me all the time. So, yeah, that should fix the anchor issues. I think so, Mike. Yes, Miss Shar and Dave were great hosts today. Did my good weather on the Atlantic City, Brigantine Island. We kind of island hopped today. We did. We kind of jumped around a little bit, didn't it? Mike made my day. Well, Miss Shar made my day, too. I'm thrilled to have spent the day with you guys today. Lily needs to get off the boat daily. It's not practical for her to get off the boat daily, but she does get off the boat quite a bit. So cute watching Lily getting some land legs today. Okay. And see her play today was awesome. Okay, you know, and what this is telling me, guys, and what I'm going to start trying to do is I will start having more video of Lily on shore, just so you guys can see that she does go ashore quite a bit. So lots of people say those rock news are awesome. Well, we'll find out. Lily and Carl and we bonded today, friends for life. Absolutely, Miss Shar. Absolutely, friends for life. Yeah, put bridle on. Yeah, I don't have a bridle set up for it, but we will here soon. Great job today. We'll look on Facebook for pic. Yeah, do that, Clint. It was funny. The dog looks in good condition. Miss Lily is in perfect shape. In fact, you know, when I had to go to the vet to get her heartworm medicine, when Doug took me to the vet to get the heartworm medicine in Port Washington, even then the vet said she was just in perfect health. You know, aside from having gotten some fleas, she was in perfect health. So Miss Lily out and about often. Everyone we met along the way today commented on how happy and fit she is. Yep, she's in awesome shape. Okay, so, all right, so I caught up with the chat. So let me tell you guys a little bit about my day and how wonderful it was. So I took the boat and motored over across the channel to a dockside over there. Gosh, I don't remember the name of it right now, but it's right in front of a fish taco place called Fishtails. There's a dock over there that they allowed me to come up and tie up to. I was allowed 4 hours, supposedly 4 hours is what the limit was, to tie up to the dock and hang out there so I can go run errands and stuff. So I went up there and I tied up. And just as I was pulling up and tying up, this sort of crazy couple was up on the bank kind of waving at me and all smiley and stuff. Well, that was Miss Shar and David. And they very quietly, you know, sat there and watched me, you know, pull up, grab the boat hook, you know, get my first line around a cleat, get my boat rigged up, get my fenders out, and get the boat all tied up to the dock and stuff and squared away. And then I, opened up the door and I let the beast loose, Miss Lily, and she jumped out and jumped onto the dock and ran up and down the dock a little bit. And so the first thing we did was we took Miss Lily for a little walk. There's a little grassy knoll there. We took her over to the grassy knoll, let her off the chain, let her run around a little bit. So I was really surprised. She did not run around very much. She went around a little bit, but she didn't really get going much. She just kind of wanted to stay next to me, and it was almost like she was a little intimidated by the area. She was smelling a lot of stuff on the ground, so I think she was smelling a lot of other dogs and stuff. But then after that, we went back we're heading back to the boat, actually. I was going to go put Miss Lily back up on the boat, and Miss Shar asked the lady there at the place we ate today if it was okay for Miss Lily to be there on the patio with us, and she said sure. So we went and sat down and had a phenomenal lunch. I think Miss Shar and David both had like a fish and chips type basket, and I had a cheeseburger and fries. Go to sleep. Well, that's not very nice. I had a cheeseburger and fries, and then from there we loaded Miss Lily up into their car. I was surprised I fit in their car, but we did. And we drove over to the store so I could do a little provisioning. Picked up a bunch of PC. It's snowing there. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that guy. There we go. So we went ahead and went over to get some provisioning and stuff. We got some groceries and stuff loaded up. Went to the beach and took Lily for a walk on the beach. And of course, Miss Shar and David played with Miss Lily outside the grocery store while I was in getting provisions. We went to the beach, took her for a nice walk on the beach, let her off the hook there a little bit, and let her play it a little bit. She kind of didn't like the wave. She would run down, but as soon as the water was coming in, she'd back up the beach away from it. So like she was afraid to get her feet wet. It was kind of funny. But she had a little fun there on the beach. She did a little boot scooting boogie where she was racing back and forth between me and Miss Shar. So she got a little exercise, which she very definitely needs. And then we went and got ice cream after that. And then we went back to the grocery store because, as Miss Shar mentioned, I totally forgot to buy dog food today. So we went back to the grocery store and we bought a good-sized bag of dog food, enough to last Lily for a while. And so we brought that back here to the boat, and I unloaded everything on the boat. Miss Shar and David joined me on board the boat for a little bit. We all sat up in the cockpit and had a little conversation there. I was a bad host. I forgot to offer them beverages or anything. I just totally vegged on all of that. I was just having fun having a conversation with them, and they were kind of looking around and checking the boat out. Just sort of enjoying a little time on it, and then from there they took off. So I got the boat all organized back together, started up, drove it back over here, and re-anchored back here in Brigantine Harbor, which is where I am now. So that kind of is a quick synopsis of our day. We did put some very necessary provisions on the boat, some really important stuff, really important stuff. I was out of salt. And, of course, us big fat guys, we need lots of salt in our diet, right? No. But I was out of salt. I had to buy vanilla extract and cinnamon. Now, for those of you that know me, you will know that if we're going to have French toast, it's got to have cinnamon and vanilla in it. Otherwise, it's just not French toast. So I don't have any cinnamon or vanilla extract on the boat, so I needed to get some so I could make French toast. So one of my all-time favorite breakfast items. Not that I have it very often. I only cook a breakfast like that when I'm not going anywhere, when I'm not gonna start the boat and travel a little bit. But I bought some bananas and oranges and some lettuce and Brussels sprouts and a bunch of that kind of stuff too. So we got well provisioned and got everything going. So brought that to the boat, got everything on here sorted and put away. Fired up the generator for a little while to chill down the chill box. Got the anchor done, did my little anchor modification with the added weight of the chain and the downrigger ball. And I have a second downrigger ball. So if I decide I need to add more weight, I could wire in a second downrigger ball and add that would add another 8 pounds. That would be 16 pounds on that as a down weight, which would probably pretty much just about hold the boat if it wasn't really blowing. Which is another advantage of that, I'm thinking, because if it's not, you know, not a big wind situation, that little 16 pounds could in fact just hold the boat someplace if it wasn't, you know, being pulled around by current or wind. So, you know, on a calm day or something. But anyhow, had a great day. So with that said, let me go back and check what we missed here in the chat while I've been going on. So. About as often, everyone. We met on. Okay, yep. Ahoy, Carl Crew. Hey, BC. Hey, stuck in BC. What's up? Okay. Hey, pilot. You can tell they were good people. Clint, yes, they are very good people. Okay. Will you be taking Miss Shar and David out on the boat for a little sail? Could be a fun trip. You know, we hadn't even discussed that, but I understand they're going home, I think, tomorrow. They're leaving the area. That could have been an option. I hadn't even thought about taking them for a little spin out in the bay for a while. We could do that. If they wish, we could do that possibly tomorrow to see how things go. Not a bad idea. Thank you. We're not going to go sailing, though. I can tell you that much. I'm not going out the channel tomorrow. It's going to be way too bumpy out there. 12U Crum, you said they swear a word the other day. It's snowing here. When my lab goes sniffing, I tell my grandchildren the dog is checking her email. Okay. There you go. Get that showed out, Patrioto. And guess what? Absolute cracker of a day here. Sun glistening on the water. Oh, cool. Winter's on its way. Yep, certainly is. It's going to be winter here quick enough. Forest fires, that sucks. Have grenade toast, nutmeg. Ooh, I didn't think about getting any nutmeg. That would have been good too. Had a nice time chatting on the boat. Also got a great tour and were impressed with how well set up. Got a good lesson about rigging, sails, lines, etc. We consider ourselves educated boat-wise. There you go. Hey, Ian. Well, I'm glad you had fun, Miss Shar. Hey, Ian, what's up? Hey, Carrie Beth, how you doing? And hello, Christine. How are you doing? Okay, so everybody's showing up here. 87 people watching, only 9 thumbs up. Come on, people, pound the thumbs up. We're having a good day today. Thanks, Joe, for first spin on the weather, but we have to get onto the road. Okay, well, that's fine, Miss Shar. And who knows? You know, maybe this winter you'll decide to come down and visit me in Florida, and we can take you out in the bay out there and do a little sailing or something. So I've been here before. You're the fisherman gentleman, right? Yeah, I do like to fish, yes. So that's one of the things I do. Anyhow, so that's the extent of my day. Now, with that said, looking at the weather forecast, looking at the winds and stuff that are coming down, I'm not really seeing a weather window. I thought I was going to take off possibly tomorrow, but now there's big winds blowing up right now. It looks like it's going to be blowing all night, which means there's going to be really big waves out on the ocean tomorrow. It takes a while after a big wind for those waves to settle down. So I'm not really sure I want to be out in that stuff tomorrow. Sunday, it looks like we're going to have rain. It's going to be cold, 69 degrees and raining on Sunday. And then we've got another couple days of big winds coming in. So I don't know. I may have to hang out here for a little bit and wait for a weather window. It is what it is, kids. It just is what it is. Today would not have been a good day to sail, and tomorrow ain't looking any better. So, yep. Small craft advisory issued here right now. Yes, right at this exact moment, there's a small craft advisory out. And with good reason. The wind's blowing something fierce, guys. If you watch the video of us with Miss Shar out on the beach today, big rollers rolling in, white caps out all over across the ocean. Was not a good day to be out there. So, yep, exactly 12 degrees. We're going to stay hunkered down until I feel comfortable and feel safe to move on. And if that's a week, then that's fine. But, you know, hopefully not too long, because as people have pointed out, it's starting to get cold up here in the north. I'd like to get as far south as I can, as fast as I can. But then again, I'm reminded by old Jimmy Cornell's book right there behind me that, you know, most people that do the South Run don't even leave until November. So, how many miles of open water until you hit the intercoastal? Really not a whole lot. I have an open water run to get down to Cape May. That's going to be about 40 some miles. I've got another 40 some mile run up across the Delaware Bay, getting up the Delaware, another day, a 40-mile day, and then another like 25 miles before I get into the canal. And then, of course, coming out the Chesapeake, I'm going to have a couple of days of crossing the Chesapeake, and that's kind of open water as well. So, you know, and then I'll be getting down to Virginia where I'll enter the ICW. And then once I get into the ICW, then weather really doesn't become much of a factor, except if it's raining, I'm not going to want to be up, you know, motoring down the ICW in the rain. So, and I am hoping to get to Annapolis. I want to pick up the switch I need for my bilge pump and a through hull. Those two, and then there was a couple other items I'm looking for, small items I'm going to try to pick up while I'm at the Annapolis Boat Show, so I can finish up some of these projects. I went to go do the work on the boat today. I bought a can of what I thought was acetone. Turns out it's paint thinner, not acetone. It can possibly work, but it's not ideal. So I'm going to try to pick up some acetone so I can do the work on the dinghy and get that started. I don't know why I bought paint thinner instead of acetone. I thought I was grabbing a can of acetone, but apparently they were mixed in together and I just grabbed the wrong can apparently. So they were, you know, right next to each other. I just grabbed the wrong one apparently. So such is life. Anyhow, that way I can knock out a few projects while I'm in and around the Annapolis Boat Show. So, hey Douglas, brother, how you doing, man? Good to see you here. All right, what did I miss? Is it really windy here today too? Yeah. Yep, stay put for a bit. Stay hunkered down. Yep, stay safe. New York 3. When you get to Florida, Bahamas, I'm sure enjoy that life as well. Lily is a happy pooch. Yes, she is, Don. She really is. I'd love to have a week in Atlantic City. I'm not a gambler, so I'm not too impressed with all the casinos and stuff. I hate to break the news. You're not in the north. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, New Jersey is still considered part of the North in America, Patriot Canadian. You know, in the North, in the United States, we have that North-South line. If you remember, we had a little skirmish a while back called the Civil War, and there was a North and the South. Well, New Jersey is the North. So, actually, I think even Virginia was kind of like right on the line, and then of course the Carolinas was the South. So, I'll be getting south here pretty quickly. So, you can't use the inshore passage. Mike, there's really not a good inshore passage here in New Jersey. The inshore passage here in New Jersey has some places where the depth is only 3 feet and I have a 5-foot keel. It's fine for power boats and stuff like that have a shallow draft, but not for a sailboat. 69 isn't cold, remember Alaska. Yeah, I know spoken, but you'd be amazed with all the hot temperature I had this summer upstate New York, all that 90 and 100 degree stuff. I've really gotten acclimated already to this. In fact, the wind's blowing through the boat right now, and it's very cold on my feet and legs. I'm going to close the forward hatch because I'm getting a little chilled sitting in here. So, I've been fighting off a real nasty head cold. Oh, Doug, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Any chance of wandering around New York City? Few streams and photos. It depends on the weather and what's going on. 12 degrees. I'm going to have to go over across the channel again tomorrow, the next day. I want to top off my fuel, buy gasoline, and you know, I was talking to Ms. Shar. I've been kind of waiting on getting my paycheck today. It was supposed to be transferred into my bank account. And sure enough, as soon as I got back down to the boat, or actually as soon as I got over here and got the anchor down, I checked my bank account and the money finally got into my account. So I wish it had gotten in there earlier. There was a lot more provisions I would have picked up, which I didn't. But so I'm going to go over and pick up some fuel. And I did notice a little market that was kind of walking distance from the dock that I tied up to today. So I may go back up there and tie up to that again and then walk to that market. Because there are some other things I'd like to pick up, some more vegetables and some more meats and stuff. And then, you know, just items that I need to have on hand that, you know, not anything critically urgent or stuff I'm going to eat this week, but just some stock up kind of stuff. I wanted to build up some stock up kind of stuff. So, okay. Peaceful greed. Will be nice for you to have a new dinghy is fixed and in the water like getting a new car. Yep, it certainly will. Thought it was Alaska versus everyone else, hence the north versus the south thing. No. Mason-Dixon line, Carl. North of that is north. Yep, that's right, Michael. Dialysis nurse wants me to go to hospital if it gets worse. Oh, wow, Doug. Well, don't screw around with it, man. 54 degrees here in Anchorage today right now. Well, Cliff, that's not too bad for this time of year. It's about right. No kidding, Virginia was all south. Oh, was it? Okay, all right. Skip dialysis tonight. Don't sweat to get everyone sick. Oh, okay. Well, buddy, don't mess yourself up, man. In the U.S., anything below the Mason-Dixon line was south. Yep. Okay, all right. Yeah, Doug should have went. He should have went. Got to get his dialysis done. Because then he gets sick doing other stuff. So, 1 degree centigrade there, huh, Chuck? Wow. Okay. So, and another thing, Miss Shar, I wanted to thank you for these. I think you pronounce that Bai, B-A-I. I drank one of these earlier, and they're quite refreshing. So I'm going to have one now. She gave me a few of these antioxidant type drinks, and they're just nice and cold. So I thought it'd have fun to have a little different flavor profile than my seltzer waters. Oh. Little tart, Ipanema pomegranate. Interesting. Wow, it's a little tart, like eating those sweet tart type things. Wow. Okay, let's see. Put a mask on and go, Doug. Health first. There you go, Mike. Yeah, he's what he should have done. I have a show to do tomorrow. That's right. I'm going tomorrow afternoon. Hope I'm feeling better by then. Well, don't mess your show up, Doug. I live in North America. Okay. Whoa, boat's really jerking around right now. Huh. Big wind. Big wind's supposed to blow on until 10 o'clock tonight, so I'm probably not going to sleep very well. But I don't know. I'm hoping my chain modification holds tight. Do you know when your weight usually gets worse till you get antibiotics to kick whatever? Yeah. Yeah, Doug, listen to Cliff. He's been through all that. He knows what he's talking about. Oh, good. Glad you like Bai drinks. I love them and give me a boost of energy and refreshing. I've actually never had one before. This is the first time I've had one of these Bai drinks. Antioxidant infusion. So I guess I'm infused with antioxidants now. I'm not really sure what that means, but okay. You know, I'm kind of I have to admit, my diet on the boat, well, my diet period is pretty straightforward. You know, for the most part, I drink the flavored seltzer waters, which have 0 calories, 0 salt, something like that in them. I drink a lot of water, and of course, the occasional beer. And you know, I do like to have. Well, that's not true. I'm not really a hard alcohol drinker. I've been drinking it just to get it all used up and out of here because I am short of space on the boat. But, you know, to be honest, I usually am not a mixed drink kind of person. I'm a beer, you know, have a beer kind of guy. In fact, I really enjoyed my cheeseburger and fries today with a couple Heinekens. It was an awesome lunch today. But so these Bais, these are pretty good. This would be good actually with a little rum added to it. This has got that kind of almost Caribbean flavoring to that. Maybe I should add a little, I have a little Pusser's rum here. Might kick it up a little bit. Might take it up a notch, you know. And still AM. Okay, those drinks are better for you. Yep. Got the anchor alarm set. I do, stuck in BC. I have both my phone, which I'm using right now, and my iPad both have the anchor alarm set. So antibiotics are not good for my immune system. Yep. Well, Doug, you can hear everybody telling you take good care of yourself. Sounds like that drink would go good with vodka. It probably would. Yeah, it probably would go good with vodka. Go for it. It's Friday. Yeah. Well, with this wind blowing, I'm trying to stay sober in case I need to dash up onto the deck, start the engine, and be doing something. I'm going to try not to drink tonight. So neither being sick and going into the hospital. Guess you can't go. The doctor. It's Friday night. Well, yeah, we can go to the hospital though. Oh, wow. Really blowing out there, kids. I actually tried making a video today of me doing those mods to my anchor chain. I put on my little GoPro session camera and took that with me out there to kind of videotape the mods that I was making and how it was going to work. The only problem is when I reviewed the footage, the wind was blowing so hard you couldn't hear anything I was saying. So that didn't work out too well. So we're not going to have a video of that. But maybe if the weather slows down, I'll pull it up and so you guys can kind of see how it went together. If we can find a time when the weather is not howling like it is right now. So Doug says he's not running a fever. Awesome. Rum and a bit of ice to top it off. I don't have any ice made right now. I just started the generator a little bit ago, and I shut it down for the live stream, so I didn't have to listen to it. You guys didn't have to listen to it while I was live streaming. I'll start it back up afterwards because I still have to finish chilling down the refrigerator. But I didn't make any ice. But I could add a little rum, but I'm not going to. As I said before, I'm trying to monitor the anchor situation, and I'm a little concerned about it. I can tell you this much, the wind really has my boat whipping around tonight. I mean, I'm really fishtailing back and forth here quite a bit. And it's that fishtailing when they kind of get the boat sideways, that wind gets a good purchase on the side of the boat. That's the effort that breaks that anchor loose because it really overloads the system. Although I'm hoping adding my little piece onto the anchor might, in fact, help. If nothing else, it's going to keep that anchor line down and away from my rudder and props and that kind of stuff. So if I was running a fever, I'd head to the hospital. All right, good, Doug. 5 p.m. Eastern time. Okay, can you do a voiceover on the video? John, I don't have that editing capability right now. My PC died, my computer died, and so I don't have that capability. And right now my phone is just telling me that my battery is low, because of course I shut off the generator so that I wouldn't have to listen to it do that. And so I'm running out of battery now with my phone. So give me a minute here. I'm gonna have to plug my phone in again. I guess I should have done that before I started all this, but get out untangled. Okay. Dog, get. Willie, get. Go on, move. Move. You can't be down there when I plug in. There you go. All right, now we've got 12 volt power, so that should keep us going here for a little bit. So okay, what else did I miss in here? Make sure you and your husband are too cool. Yes, they are. What's the wind speed tonight? The forecasted wind speed is 16 to 18 miles an hour, but we've got some gusts coming through, probably 25 and 30. But the sustained wind is in that 16 to 18 mile an hour range. So even as tied up as I am in this very protected anchorage, man, I mean, my boat's rocking right now and we're bouncing all over the place. And I am very closely monitoring. If you notice, I keep looking down here to the side. I'm looking at my iPad monitoring the anchor chain. Oh, and that reminds me, Miss Shar. Miss Shar was nice enough to give me a little gift package today. She had some little baked goods in there, I think she made, and some of these these buy drinks and stuff. But I also found this in there. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not really sure what this is for. It looks like a couple of boxing gloves, like, you know, you could box with it. It's circular, like maybe it goes around a can or something. It has a little lip here on the end for something. I don't know what this is, but this was in the bag. Are you waiting for me to find the purple thumbs up? Oh, is that a phone holder? Oh, I see. Okay, so it's a thumbs up phone holder. I guess you put the phone in between these. I see. And then that sticks up and holds the phone. Aha! Very interesting. I wasn't sure what it was. I was coming up with all kind, like maybe a, you know, a bracelet or something, or, you know, something to go around your neck, maybe. Not my neck, because my neck would way too big for that. But, you know, or, you know, something to go around. It would fit around my little can cooler there. Like a little thumbs up, cool dude. Now my can cooler is kind of a cool dude looking thing. With that on there, kind of reminds me of the what is, like the little purple guy from, what is it, from the underwear, you know, that Fruit of the Looms guy. I don't know, but so it makes my can into a little person, which is kind of fun. So there you go. I don't know. It seemed like it'd be a fun thing. I've been having kind of fun trying to figure out what it was. Any way you look at it, it's a lot of fun. So thank you for that, and thumbs up, guys. Come on, give us a thumbs up. Okay, 89 people watching, only 21 thumbs up, guys. Give us a thumbs up. Otherwise, I'm going to have to box you. I'm going to have to get here and just, you know, throw a little lefts and some rights here and punch you in the nose. Maybe I can punch myself in the nose. Bang, bang, bang. Too much fun. And no, I've not been drinking tonight, guys. This is me sober, so. Oh yeah, it's a fun thing. Okay. I got 60 knots here today, still blowing 40, didn't drag, but I'm tied to the dock. Bob, where are you located that you got 60 knots there? Because wherever that is, I don't want to be there. Where are you, Bob? I was waiting for you to find the purple thumbs up iPhone holder. Okay, iPhone holder, I got it. Funny. I use it on a table to sit back and enjoy your videos. Oh, okay. You hold your iPhone with this so it can display the videos. I got it. Cool. Well, it's very cool. It's a very cool thing. A little something useful. Hope you love it as much as I do mine. Can holder thumbs up. Reminder for all to hit the thumbs up. There you go. Hit the thumbs up, guys. Please, everyone, don't get punched in the face with the purple thumbs up thing. Please, for me, hit the thumbs up. Very fun, very fun. Mackinac, Michigan. Okay, wow. Okay, so you're a long ways from me then. Ankle bracelet. Yeah, that could be kind of a weird, funky ankle bracelet, I guess, couldn't it? Huh. You have to block pulley that opens to accept anchor rode. You can attach the line, tie the other cleat to the, and then have a temporary bridle. If you have a block pulley that opens to accept anchor rode, you could attach it to the line and the other cleat and have a temporary bridle. Yeah, but what? Whoa! It's really blowing right out now. My boat is actually tilting over. My boat is leaning over right now, pretty good. Whoa! Anchor's holding rock steady. Anchor's holding rock steady, guys. That was a big blow just now. All right. That's a 240-foot diameter circle. And you can see my boat has just been moving right in this area. This one area here where it came up and went back is where I pulled the line up to attach the lead weight onto the line. That's what caused this anomalous piece here. But all of the rest of that, the boat is moving in that narrow area, but it's moving around so hard that I could actually feel my boat lean, like as if I was on the bed here, it leaned over, it could have rolled me right off the mattress. Huh. It is blowing out there. Really blowing. Huh. Well, we'll see, guys. We'll see. Okay. So if I have a block pulley that opens to accept anchor rode, you could attach to line tied to other cleat and have a temporary bridle. But what would stop that pulley from just rolling up and down the line then? It really wouldn't give it much of an angle, I wouldn't think. Oh. What I'm wondering actually, Bubba, since I've got that chain running down off of one side of the cleat, I wonder if I ran a line on the other side so that I was pulling that chain equally on both sides, if that wouldn't center that line up a little bit. But you know, when we say centering, we're only talking about, I mean, where my anchor line comes off my bow is not more than 6 inches off the very point of my bow. And every boat, you know, has a little bit off center. You know, you have an anchor roller that doesn't take you straight out the front. It can't because your roller furling is there. So they all take you off to the side one way or another. Where my line goes over the side, I'm not that far off of center. Not enough that I would think it would be making that big of a difference. It's not like I'm on a catamaran and I only have one bow hooked up. You know, it's a monohull. So, I mean, we're talking about that far, maybe off center, maybe, you know, 8 inches, 6 inches off center. I can't imagine that makes that big of a difference. Oh, I don't know. We'll see. Oh, come on. What do you mean I don't have battery? I'm plugged in here, for Christ's sakes. Huh. I have the right line plugged in. I have the right line plugged in. Well, guys, if the live stream ends abruptly, it's because for whatever reason my phone isn't charging. I'm not really sure why. Anyhow, and we're getting up towards that hour anyway, so we may have to get going here anyway, but we'll see from there. Mike Smith's message was deleted. Okay. I will have a car question for you tomorrow. Glad your anchors are well set. Let's hope it is. We will find out here soon. Hard to explain. Okay. If your boat tips over in that safe harbor there, I'm looking at you on my deck. I can dive off and swim across and rescue you both. Oh, Miss Shaw, you're funny. You're funny. It deserves a wrench in my opinion. Yeah, maybe. Won't be on till after 8 p.m. tomorrow. Estimate going for dialysis at 3. Okay. Oh, okay, Doug. So you're going to do a late live stream tomorrow. All right. Well then, Doug, I'll announce it during my live stream at 7 that you'll be on at 8 tomorrow. Okay. Surprise, your fishing lure is not shaking around. Well, it's shaking this direction, so it's not that noticeable to you where you're sitting right now. See, it's shaking forward and back. It's not shaking, you know, forward and back. It's just side to side, basically. I don't know. Your live streams are not boring. Well, thank you. How often does the anchor alarm app take the GPS coordinate to determine position? Boy, I don't know the exact time and it's stuck in BC, but it's almost immediate. I mean, I can feel the boat moving left and right, and as I see the boat moving left and right, the app is showing the boat moving left and right. I would say there's maybe a 2-second lag, but that's about it. It's really very, very current with that. So, okay. Boy, Mike Smith's getting beat up. Okay. Miss Shaw, you're awesome. Yes, she is, Jared. Normal to hunt at anchor. Your boat is still reactive sailing against the wind. Yes, it is, Mike. You're absolutely correct. My phone, weird crap like that all the time. Okay. Hey, Alexander, what's up, brother? How was the battery this morning? My batteries are fine this morning. In fact, I was going to comment that the LED lights are a big difference, actually, from my old lights. A very big difference. My battery is lasting a whole lot longer with these lights on, as much as they've been lately. And so I'm really thrilled with them. I really am thrilled with them. So thank you very much. They are absolutely awesome. So that's very good. Wow, I caught up with the chat. Amazing. Huh. Okay, guys, 101 people watching, only 30 people thumbs up. Let's get a thumbs up or the purple guy is going to get you. I'm going to punch you in the nose. Give us a thumbs up, guys. 101 people watching, only 30 thumbs up. Come on, guys. Give us a thumbs up. Miss Shar, I'm going to have so much fun with this thing. You've just made a new little toy for me to play with here on the boat. So just what all us guys need, right? Another toy to play with. One of the advantages of being male, we were born with all the toys we need. Oh, that was very good. Okay. Mash that thumb. Purple thumbs up thingy. Thumbs up, everyone. Yeah, it's the no-eyed, two-armed, flying purple people beater. Too much fun. Wow. You ever have one of those storms when you're sitting in your house and you can hear your house creaking and groaning from the storm? This is one of those winds blowing outside right now. Boy, you know, I tell you what, I knew I shouldn't have headed out today, and now I'm glad I did not. And I can tell you right now, I am not going anywhere tomorrow either. So, not to mention the LED lights appear to make your pate much more visible. Okay, cool. Yes, great gift. That was a desired effect with the lights. Yes, Pilot, and it certainly worked. It's making the batteries last a whole lot longer. Is there a water taxi service there in the bay? There is no water taxi service here, no. Oh, what is going on? My phone keeps giving me a low power and stuff, so going back to bed. All right, good night, Douglas, brother. We'll see you later, man. Get your dialysis done and take care of yourself, man. All right, and with that said, guys, let's real quickly do a shameless shout out before my phone battery dies. Anybody that's got a YouTube channel or social media they want to promote, go ahead and jump in here now and promote yourself. I know Doug's got his channel. He'll be normally on at 5 o'clock on Saturdays talking about cars. Tomorrow he'll be on at 8. Who else we have on here? Tickle Me Fin, SV Slipstream, SV Akula. Anybody else on here has got a YouTube channel? Go ahead and promote yourself, guys. Now is the time to promote what you're doing. So, and it doesn't have to be just YouTube. It could be Facebook. It could be Instagram. Whatever you're trying to promote for. Yeah, Pilot, I think the 8 p.m. Eastern time is only for this Saturday. I don't think that's going to be a permanent change for Doug. Not that I'm aware of anyway. So, all right. Well, with that said, guys, you all had an opportunity. We're going to go ahead and check out of here. And we'll have more for you guys later. I checked out Lady K Sailing, as it was mentioned on here, and it is a very good channel. Well, good, Stuck in Me. So, yeah, I've been following Lady K. They did just like I did. They came across the Great Lakes, down the Erie Canal and stuff. Husband and wife having a lot of fun. They're in Annapolis already. Kind of wish I was there, but okay. Talking about everything automotive. There you go. Sounds like they'll be at the boat show. Yeah, I think there'll be a lot of people at the boat show. So, all right, guys, with that, we're going to go ahead and end this. You guys be good, be careful, take good care of each other, please. And in the description down below, don't forget there's links to my PayPal and my Patreon should you want to contribute to the adventure. All funds are greatly appreciated and much needed. So please jump in there and help out if you're so inclined, because we could certainly use the funds. Gotta buy a bunch of fuel tomorrow. So with that said, guys, you guys be good and be careful. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. And thanks, Miss Shar, for the purple boxer thumbs up phone holder guy here. So I'm having a lot of fun with that, as you can see. We'll see you guys tomorrow, everybody. Thanks.